Falmouth, just popped up the water and diesel, and now we're going to be heading to St Austell's Bay, see where we can stay for the night en route to Plymouth.
So we decided to go to Fowey in the end. St Austell's Bay is just too blowy at the moment. It's about 22 to 24 knots, so we weren't very comfortable about anchoring in there, so we're going to go to Fowey. This is the Saints Way we're on today, and that's the way back up. We've just come down. I think we're going to go back up here when we're finished, on the way back down. Beautiful piece of wood. Gorgeous when the bluebells are all out here as well, carpeted with them. A really woolly tree here, covered in moss all the way up the side. Interesting, all the rocks Mary's spotted are all red. I don't know whether it's something on the surface or whether it's the colour of the rock itself. And look what we spotted. There's quite a few apples in amongst here, which we've picked. So we'll probably try and find some blackberry or something. That's the apple tree. Still a few on there. Every so often you hear the patter of an acorn falling from the tree, because it's very still. You can hear these dropping. It's a bit early for them, I think, because of all that dry weather. Spotted some hops. Unusual thing to find. Mary could make some beer for herself. So we're having a cup of coffee. Where are we?
Goland.
Right, so we've walked up and downhill.
Through the woods.
Through the woods, so we're right up the Fowey now. Nice walk.
Yeah, it's a nice walk.
We've got some brambles, and we've got some apples as well.
Fallen apples in the woods.
So we're going to make something with that.
What it's called.
So this is the little harbour area, launching area. Don't think there's any deeper draft vessels here, but we're right up the end of the river here, on the navigable bit. Tide's starting to drop. Mary's watching the sea cadets launch their boats. What are we up to today?
We're going across the other side of Fowey.
Yeah.
Around Poldark River.
Pill pot or something it's called. Pot pill. And where are we going first? We're going across on the ferry. So it's coming in here, and we watched it go across the river a few times. It's currently sitting on the far side there. Lovely morning this morning. Sunshine, clear skies, clean water. Nice looking. So, what do you think of Fowey, having been here a few times?
It's a nice little place. Really nice, really clean water.
Shops are not bad, are they?
Most have been sunny every time we've been here.
Nice butcher, nice pasties. And we've had some nice walks as well.
Oh, watch the ferry coming in.
And here comes the ferry. Another big hill to climb. So we're climbing up another hill. What do you got to say?
Not much.
Out of breath.
I'm not as bad as it was.
Oh, falling over.
Oh, let's keep going.
There he's hiding behind the pillar. This is coming towards the end of Polpero, but and there's supposed to be an anchorage in this bit here behind the moorings, but Mary doesn't think it's very deep there, so probably not a great spot. That's the end of the moorings, and then there's this pool up here. What have you got there?
Hazelnuts.
Ooh, yeah.
Decent size as well.
Enjoying this walk. It's lovely and green and with the sun out. It's beautiful. The footbridge. Polpero. Tide's just going out. So it's sloshing through here. The ducks. I think this all dries out when the tide's out. So not expensive to load grain, timber, manure, sand or coal here, but other goods I don't know. That was in 1894. We had a long climb up to this church. We're having a look around the graveyard first. We found this gravestone outside the gate of the church, and obviously they weren't part of the church, so couldn't be buried in consecrated ground, so they'd have been buried just outside the church grounds. So we're up another hill, the other side of the pill. Somebody's been trimming a field here. Labour below, I think. You hear him in the background. So we've been to Pont. We've been to Lantagloss Church. And we're going to Polruan to get the ferry back across. Another woodland and another tunnel. No train. Some old World War II bunker in here as well. So above the boatyard here, Polruan. Path comes out just over the rooftops. Some deer in the garden here. Don't think they're real, but they look very realistic. Steep gardens here. Here lie dragons. My favourite by far. Okay, we're leaving Fowey today. Had a couple of 3 days here, 3 nights here, and we're heading off across out of Fowey and across the bay to Charleston. We're hoping to see some traditional boats there. There's an old harbour there, and apparently there's a lot of traditional boats to stay there. So we're hoping to get anchored off the harbour because it's a bit expensive to go through the dock and into the harbour. And yeah, the wind's quite light, so it should be a good day.
One of the walks we did was from right down there all the way along here. Around, we up and looked around the castle, and then we went all the way around the coast, all the way to the red and white marker, which is Griffin Head.
Fowey lifeboat following us out, and saw the inshore boat a few minutes ago. So I think they're out on exercise. This is the shore in Charleston. We'll just turn up the dinghy. There's a little entry out of harbour. Going for a little wander around to see what's up. This is the harbour gate itself. It's actually a lock gate. So it holds the water in when the tide's away. This harbour's been used for quite a few TV series and films and things. Poldark Series 1 was filmed here. They made the place to look like Falmouth and Truro. Doctor Who's had an episode here, the Curse of the Black Spot. This, I think, is one of the old loading chutes. Old barrels. The cooper who made all the barrels would, of course, have been a very important part of harbour life.
Found a rotten egg.
So what'll be happening in Charleston, the old Larry? He's not very talkative. I guess it's, as Mary said, his broken arm. So anyone looking for an old deck winch here, This is the place to be, all sorts of sizes and types, or maybe a cannon or a barrel. You get it all here. Typical fisherman's anchor, the old style. Got a nice winch. This is in better condition than the one on the other side. And she's got a Cornish flag up there as well. Well, the harbour was quite nice to walk around. It was a bit staged. It wasn't really that realistic, I presume. That was just to keep people interested. This is leaving Charleston. Had a couple of nights here and quite nice. It's quite open to the south, but without a swell. It's been really nice in there. A few classic boats, traditional boats in the harbour, and one outside. That's his base, is Charleston. But we never made it to Megavissy, which is further around there. But we'll try that another time. Where are we off to today, Skipper?
Talland Bay.
And whereabouts is that?
Just past Polpero.
Okay, and what do you like about that?
Like a nice little bay. No wind and pretty bomb-proof at the moment, so it's a good place to go and have a look.
Alright, we'll see what that's like then when we get there. The sea is pretty much mirror calm today. There's not much wind. There's
3.9 knots.
3.9 knots, there you go. A lot of oyster mussel beds offshore. I think the guys are working those. I see some boats out there. That's the kind of navigation hazard going. And in the other direction we've got our old friend Fowey and the point just this side of it to negotiate. I think we're having a little look around the bay before we go out that way, but there's not enough wind to sail, so we'll make our way under motor. So of course today is coming out here from Charleston. I think we're going to have a little look around the bay, come out past Ribbon Head, and then there's Fowey behind there, and there's Fowey. We're going to go across the bay on this course here, have a little look, and then we're at Polpero's here, and then we're going to go into this bay here, which is Talland Bay. It's not shown as an anchorage, but looking on the satellite image, it looks like it's sand in the middle of there, 17 to 20 feet. So that should be good for us. This is the bay. It looks like there's sand in there, and in this, which is where we're probably going to anchor. There's rock around it, but sand in the middle. No, gorgeous weather, no wind, but lovely sunny day. Mary's happy with the weather. Everything's looking sparkly out there. No horizon. It's so hot out there. And then we scrubbed the waterline today. That was nice. You don't know what? Mary's
cleaned some stanchions and some stainless steel around the boat.
Okay. The waterline's looking a bit better.
I might even Semco the deck.
Ooh, okay. So
Time to do it before the boat gets wet.
yeah, good plan. So we can put the flag back up today. Morning for the Queen is over. Official morning. So we'll put the ensign back up. So Mary's been busy today. She's been sealing the deck with Semco. A grand job she's done too. She's done the whole deck in the afternoon basically. Looking good. Yeah, protects the deck. It does soak in pretty quickly, but it does stop it deteriorating and protects it from the water as well, soaking in. So we're currently anchored in a little bay called Atlantic Bay, which is quite difficult to get to from the land. There's a long path up the top of this cliff here, and then up there, and then across there. Long climb out. Been a few people on the beach, but there are lots of people on the beach earlier on, but they've all gone now. So we're left with a couple of boats offshore at anchor. Not sure if they're going to stay. That one might. It's been a lovely afternoon. Around the corner to the right there is Fowey, the yacht heading in there by the look of it. That's us leaving Atlantic Bay. We stayed 2 nights here. Nice. yeah, nice beach. We didn't go ashore. We've walked down the cliff over here and across the top of the headland. There's a fisherman here. He's got a gill net, I think it is. It's a fine nylon net. He's fishing for, I guess, bass or something like that. So we're heading up the coast. Another lovely day. We're going to go to another little bay further up here, see what that's like. You can see the coastline just opening up. You come around the headland. Beautiful this morning. A little bit of breeze, but it's dead on our nose, so might not be an opportunity for sailing, but we'll see. But yeah, these days are great. Late September, you can't beat it. We haven't actually come very far from Falmouth. Falmouth's just around the corner in here. And previously we'd been over at Charleston, which is down in that bay. So a lot of nice places to come and stay, drop your anchor if the wind and waves allow. Around this area of the coast, it's beautiful. That's us passing Polpero. It's a pretty little village on the hillside, but very difficult to spot the entrance there. It's just where those yellow buoys are. That's the entrance. Those are visitors' moorings. So we're ashore, going to go for a walk. Keithus looks pretty much happy out there. I'm done now. Lovely stonework. Somebody's house up here. And there is the stonemason, R.A. Pucky. If you want any stonework done like this, he's your man. This is the entrance into Polpero.
I always wanted to come to Polpero. A friend of mine, back when I was about 20, always used to come here on her summer holidays.
Now we're getting ready to leave Talon Bay. It's a bit rocky rolly here this morning. A bit of a swell got up last night, so it was a bit uncomfortable, but other than that it's been quite nice here. We had a nice walk to Polpero and Mary's just sorting out the rope. She's hoping to get some sailing today. That's just heading round to Plymouth. I guess it's the end of the season for us really. We're going to do some work on the boat, haul out, clean the bottom because we're really slow at the moment. I think we're on. Right, glasses off. No laughing, giggling, leaning over this time. I think you got everybody laughing last time. So, let's go.
Hi, and hope you enjoyed more ramblings in Cornwall.
Poldark Harbour, as we called it, or Charleston, was pretty cool actually. There were some nice old boats in there. It hasn't really been altered very much, and I didn't know that there were quite so many films had been done there, including Poldark obviously, and Doctor Who used to be my childhood favourite.
Well, I enjoy Fowey and all the walks we did around there. We walked both sides of the river, up and down, and it was brilliant. Yeah, lots to do. It's
a lovely part of the world to cruise and lots of things to do.
Yeah. Oh, this concludes our meanderings for 2022. And next time we'll do a run through of our haul out and all the jobs we've done.
So we'll close by wishing you fair winds, following seas and safe anchorages.
Bye.
Bye.
Try the rotten egg.